last call with the bombers on. That time when we were supposed to go over and take the lip of the crater when they blew this mine up. Well, we just kept on tenterhooks in a little bit of support line, not actually in the front line. That the section was just behind the front line.
Yeah.
And just put off night after night. It went a week by. We were standing by the route expecting this to go on to take the lip of the crater. This here mine was going to blow up. Well, a couple of finished, so we wasn't going over to take the crater. Italian bombers were going to take the lip of the crater, and we got to go up there and continue with our trench, because we blew part of our front line up with the mine, so we had to continue up the crater, up towards the crater. It went up, it was up like a mountain, you know, up a hill. You was issued with a spray and ammunition, rifles. And we were going up the front line. It was going to go over to go up the lip of the crater. And there was a chap in front of me. Or as we were going over the side, said, "Come on, boys, up, fine, going over, come up." I said to the sergeant, "Don't you go up then, Sergeant?" And took no more notice and carried on. I was the second bloke. They hadn't got far up the crater for the first one. He stopped a bullet right in the stomach. Must have hit his pouch. Something, it was a bang, and he rolled down. Of course, Jerry started opening up the room and machine guns, and the bullets was coming over like impilating. Right. I was coming over from the right, like behind, like the side of us, not in front of us. See?
Oh, I see, yeah.
See? Because we blew part of in front of his front line, see? And of course, when he went down, I didn't use my spade. I dropped down on my stomach.
Yeah.
And got the trenching tool out.
Yeah.
See? And I was digging away there and made a hole to get bite in.
As quick as you could, I should think.
Yes. I put a big lump of chalk right at the side of my head. And then a bullet come chipping bits out of the chalk. Oh,
I think you were scared.
One corporal of the battalion bombers come over the top. He said, "Oh, he's all got it in the knee. Oh, I told him, I said, "This is a bloody head if you don't get down." You ran down past me down there. You went down in the front line. Come daylight, I looked round. I'm the only city bloke up there. The others have gone in.
Oh, right.
They called the others in. I'm up the top, digging away.
Digging the trench on your own.
Yeah, they called me in, you know, slid down on my bottom, and I daren't stand up. And then sit down and got in the trench. Well, all that day I'm in the front line. And not come night time, Jerry started throwing bombs at us. At that time, some of our bombers, or some of the battalion bombers, in the set throwing bombs back at them.
Yeah.
And I'm running backwards and forwards with a box of bombs. Feed them. Yeah. Come daybreak, in the front line there, we had a brazier in front of the front line on the four-step line. We made a cup of tea and that. Well, I went through that day all right. And sergeant came, the sergeant major came round to me, and I got to go out at night time to guide the next relief regiment was coming in to relieve us. In Popperidge. I remember that, it was in Popperidge. Popperidge was, we had to go down like the village of Popperidge to pick them up. Go back up the communication trench on in front, guiding them in like pitch dark, you know. And coming down towards us, there's a stretcher with a couple of blokes carrying a stretcher. There's a bloke, one of the blokes I would have been standing beside on the stretcher. Evidently old Jerry sent over a flying bomb and dropped down right down the side of Brazier.
Just where you were making your...
With 2 or 3 of my blokes I'd have been standing without.
God.
Well, the stone that I was away, see.
You were lucky, weren't you?
I was lucky, yeah. That's how I went out, I was lucky, you know.
What about that other time when you were throwing... When was it you were throwing...
Oh, yeah, so that was out of Vimy Ridge. Vimy Ridge was just been relieved by the 22nd London Regiment.
Yeah.
We was the 21st, another regiment, the 47th Division, 27th.
Yeah.
We was up there, and out of the front line was a set goes up. See? And when we came out, a support line was like a sunken road, and as you come out, so you laid up in front of the bank, you know,
yeah,
sunken road from West End line. That very night we came out, hadn't been out long for old Jerry blew part the front line up. That was another lucky one. We came out and they blew part the 22nd London up.
Oh.
So there was all the very lights going up, different colours, artillery opening up. We were sweating all the... we knew what was happening.
Yeah.
We was going to go back again. We had to go back again.
Cool.
I just stopped Jerry taking out the line.
Yeah.
So I'm up there, and the sergeant major said about going up, he was behind me, and he about going up the sap. I went to go up the sap, and they filled it up with barbed wire. I said, you can't go up there, Major. I said, it's full up with barbed wire. So I started slinging bombs over the top from I went to throw one, and trench being, you know, not very wide, and because that's so lob, you don't throw a bomb, you lob it.
Yeah.
So you lob it.
And
I pulled a pin out.
Yeah.
Went to throw the bomb, and hit my head up the other side, of the back of the trench, and knocked the bomb out in the end.
And then the fuse is going, is it?
The fuse, only got a 5-second fuse. Anyhow, I was on panic. Well, I didn't panic really, because I knew if I didn't get this over the top, it would blow 1 or 2 of us up. So I was scrambled up by it, and it just got over the top, and it went off.
Your life must have shot past you in those few seconds.
Yeah.
God.
Well, the first instance, we was I forget part of the festival, I think. The 24th London went over the top, take a bit of German line.
Yeah.
And we was in support.
Yeah.
And I was detailed to take ammunition over the top. Boxes of bombs. There wasn't mules bombs though when they first come out. There was a what they call jam tin bombs. It was made, filled up with explosive and whatever, bits of iron, and that filled up like a jam tin. On the top was just a cardboard, what do they call it?
Fuse or?
Fuse.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it. It's cardboard fuse. What connected the fuse was a kind of a pin. A pin on a piece of string went through the cardboard on a piece of string. Yeah, pulled a pin out and strike the top. So and that started the fuse. Like carrying a box of bombs up, and I dropped the blooming lot.
Oh no!
In the trench.
And so you didn't know whether the fuses were
I
going?
didn't know where. I had to get back in the box. It was a nut, and it hadn't started a fuse. And could have started a blooming fuse.
God.
You know. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I was carrying these box of bombs up, and I had to go over the front line. Yeah, I got over the front line and went to go over a bit of a edge. It was a bit of a edge, been knocked about a bit, but I had to step over it. As I stepped over it, I stepped on the dead bloke, and I stepped on his stomach, and he oh. And there was a funny part about it. The 24th London took the part of Jerry's line. I think there was 30 left out of the battalion. And my wife's brother was in that front line, went over the top, and I met him, Harry.
Yeah?
Harry Sylvester.
Really?
Of course, I couldn't stop to talk to him. I said, Harry, how are you? He told me afterwards the 30 that come out of that line, out of the battalion.
How many in a battalion?
Ooh, 1,000 odd.
1,000 odd, and there's only 30 survived? My goodness.
Yeah.
What about your battalion then? How many of your lot survived it?
I couldn't tell it to him, because when I was in Bolivia and when I went out again, I never saw the end of the war out there.
No. How was it?
Lucky.
How was it you came? Tell me about how you came to be invalided out then.
Well, he was in the front line by Albert.
By which?
Albert I think it was a cathedral, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You heard the leaning tower of Albert, the tower that used to lean over.
Oh, yeah.
You could see it from the trench. And one of our reconnaissance planes went over, because they went over low, and he was returning low back, and Joe was firing a machine gun at it. And I'm in the front line, daytime, and I felt something hit my arm.
Yeah.
I looked down, trickle of blood coming down. There was a stretcher bird about 3 dugouts away.
How
I
was
was
it?
lucky.
How was it you came? Tell me about how you came to be invalided out then.
Well, he was in the front line by Albert.
By which?
Albert that was I think it was a cathedral, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You heard the leaning tower of Albert, the tower that used to lean over.
Oh, yeah.
You could see it from the trench. And one of our reconnaissance planes went over, because they went over low, and he was returning low back, and Joe was firing a machine gun at it. And I'm in the front line, daytime, and I felt something hit my arm.
Yeah.
I looked down, took all the blood coming down from the street. There was a stretcher further about 3 dugouts away. So I went down to them. I told them to slip my sleeve up.
Yeah.
Bandage that up, I said, and put my arm in a sling. They did. Put it down.
Because you wanted...
down to go. Their mo was in the little dugout in the communication trench.
Yeah.
So you led up the front, and they come down the communication trench, past the MO, two-hour MO, but we had one look at me, and then sent me down to the dressing stations, down further down the line.
So he didn't look at the
They
wound?
didn't look at the wound or nothing, because they're too busy, you see.
So you knew the wound wasn't very bad, but you
yeah,
thought...
I knew it, I got down to the dressing station, they're so busy, they marked me down for the base.
Yeah?
Hospital at the base. So they went look at me, and the motto was went down the base. And the nurse, she had a look at it and gave me an inoculation in the breast. They always inoculate with a wound, in case of tetanus or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, then I was marked for convalescent the next day. And the convalescent, so I think it was, where was it? It was Leon, I think it was down there.
Yeah.
And but Dave was got to go over the convalescent. I felt so queer, splitting headache. But, when I lay down, I was laid down the side of the blooming camp outside. And I got up, I had to go in front of him when he got up there in front of the doctor. See. He said, how's the wound, sonny? I said, there's no real scratcher, but I don't feel well in myself, I feel ill. He said to the orderly, take his temperature. He took my temperature and it was 103. So it sent me straight back into the hospital again.
Yeah.
Following morning, doctor came round, a Canadian doctor. He said, how long have you been out here, sonny? I said, 3 years, sir. 3 years, he says. When did you last ever leave? I said, 12 months ago, sir. Would you like to go to Blighty, he says. I said, would I? So they put me on a stretcher case. Stretcher case to come to England.
Yeah.
I come across on a stretcher and laid out on the platform at Dover. We unloaded all the ship. Laid out on the platform with the Dover, and they came round, and all the medical orderly came round, and I'm sure it was medical, one of the doctors that was on the train,
Yeah.
asking us where we lived. I said, Peckham, sir, in London. All right. Wrote it down on a sheet of paper. But when I got on the train, they sent me up to Leeds, up in Yorkshire.
For convalescence?
No, in hospital. Was up in hospital just outside Leeds.